Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Citizen and today I'm going to do a coloring chat. And what had happened since the last picture? Well, I finished the picture I was working on, and I tried to make it a little bit more cohesive, and I did the gems and the fishes in the same colors. So yeah. And I've been working a little bit in this one with the seashells, and yeah, I've just done them in a purple-ish colors, and yeah, I'm going to continue the ones I've done with fine liners. I'm not going to do that today, but I will be working on the other shells. And I was sort of thinking like having them in the colors of yellow, brown and orange. I don't know about the orange, but at least yellow and brown. So this page is going to be like purple, yellow and brown and maybe orange, we'll see. But yeah, and I don't know, I'm sort of, so my plan here is, let me get this one closer. There we go. So my plan here is to sort of, I don't know. So my New Year's resolution is to finish Lost Ocean. When I'm done with this page, I'm halfway through and done in February. And then in February, I will start on my plan. So my grand plan is I'm sort of, let me see. I'm sort of done a plan back here, so I can be done with this book before, I think, October. I will be done with this. So these 2 pages, or these 3 pages, no, 4 pages, I'm going to do in February, these 4 in March, and so on until I get to October, and that's the last 3 pages. Yes. So that is my plan. I will be done in October if I follow my plan. I don't know if I'm going to do the poster that came with the book. I'm not really sure. I don't count on it, but you never know if I want to do more. But that's my plan, my coloring schedule, I suppose. I'm just gonna move the camera a bit so I get a better angle for me. So there we go. I hope you don't mind that. But yeah, if you hear anything besides my voice, it's probably just a storm outside. We're going to have a blizzard. And yeah, they are telling people not to go out because of the hard winds, and we might get it's like hurricane strength, the winds, and yeah, and that sucks. for me, because I was planning to go out, even though I'm not allowed to go out because of my hip, because that's the thing. So I've been very happy about me being able to walk again. So what happens? Well, I walk a lot more than I'm supposed to. And that has prevented my hip from healing. And I'm just so frustrated over the fact that I just really want to go out. But yeah, and on to the point, I really want to go out today because I don't know if you know, but I got polychromos. Well, I didn't technically got polychromos for Christmas, but I got Christmas money, and my polychromos has arrived that I bought with my Christmas money. And yeah, I'm going to do a little haul about things I have bought. And so I've been playing around with my polychromos all this weekend, and then I noticed that they sort of not smudge, but if you have them in a book and the book is closed, it sort of gets on the other side. And I really don't like that. And I don't like having paper in between the pages as well, so I need a fixative when I'm done with the picture that I've been working on this weekend. And I'm going to check if my local bookstore have fixative. I'm not sure if they have, but if they don't have it, I'm going to use hairspray. Now, the thing is, I don't have any hairspray. I haven't been using hairspray for a very, very long time. Because of, first and foremost, of my boyfriend. He has asthma, and he doesn't get along with hairspray because of that. And I don't get along with hairspray because recently, or the last couple of years, my sinuses has been acting up, so hairspray has sort of, make them upset, if you can put it in that way. But yeah, so I don't have hairspray at home, but if I use it as a fixative, I guess, and sort of do it in a ventilated area, I think it will be alright. So I want to get out. I want to get out and walk, because I've been sort of trapped inside because of my hip. And yeah, and I want to buy some kind of fixative for my colored pencil pictures, because I usually don't use colored pencils. The one I'm using now is a watercolor pencil, so when I activate it with water, it sort of gets into the paper. It's not like a Inktense, so you can move around this watercolor after a long time with water. Yeah. So hopefully I will convince my boyfriend to go out for a stroll and sort of steer the direction towards downtown and buy some fixative. So I really love my polychromos. They are amazing. I know people have been saying that they are quite hard as a pencil, but to me, I think they are so soft. I guess it's just a matter of perspective. To me, they are super soft because the pencil I've been using before have been like, I don't know, I guess super hard. Yeah. And yeah, I really want to get out even though it's super windy outside. You know, people have been talking about their weather. Right now it's quite warm. It's only, I think it's only -5 degrees Celsius. We had a low of 20 degrees Celsius about a few days ago, and it was so beautiful outside. Now what I do, even though I can't go out really because of my hips, but I do want to get out and with my boyfriend when he walks the dog. After the dog's meal, we go out for a longer walk with him, and I have accompanied them, and it's just so beautiful outside when the temperature drops to those temperatures, because everything just crystallized. Like the trees get all frosty and yeah. And I think the humidity has a lot of plays a very huge part when it comes to cold weather or any kind of temperature, because if it's humid outside and it's cold, it's getting even colder, and if it is warm outside and if it's warmer, if it's warm outside and it's humid, it gets warmer. And yeah, we have very dry climate, at least where I live, so I know that for people who lives on the British Isles has a very humid climate, because I lived on Ireland for a while, for about a year, and when it was 5 degrees Celsius, it was so cold. I never felt that kind of cold before, and let me tell you, I've been dealing with -40 degrees Celsius, and I would take that kind of cold, dry cold, any day. Like, I would take -30 degrees Celsius here where I live any day before 5 degrees in Ireland, because it gets so unbelievably cold because of the humidity. And it just gets into your bones. And the tips and tricks that I know of to keep you warm in drier climates does not apply in Ireland. I'm sorry, but it doesn't, because it's so humid. The trick where you have multiple layers of clothing doesn't work. And the trick where you try to warm your poles doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't, because the cold is getting in under your skin and you just are cold all the time. So I do feel sorry for you guys who live in more humid climates now when it's colder outside. I think there were 6 of these shells. So I think my boyfriend is coming home soon. He is out getting food for the dog because we're out of dog food. And poopy bags. So he's gone to the pet store. But yeah, I really like the polychromos. That was my only those Christmas money were my only Christmas present last year. So, and I did not expect to get any present last year. So it was such a surprise for me to get that money. And yeah, I talked to my boyfriend about it. What should I do with money? Should I save it? Should I buy food with it? And he's like, no, I know you've been wanting polychromos for so long. I think you should buy some. I think you should buy it. And so I did. I bought polychromos and I really, really love them. I really like how smoothly the pigment gets on the paper. And yeah, I can see why people have been talking about them so much. I'm sorry if I'm quiet, but I'm sort of a little bit, I don't know, tired, I guess. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I take a cup of tea and, try to clear my head and, just wake up. And I still haven't quite woken up yet, but it's okay because I'm on my vacation now. So yeah, I haven't had a vacation for about a year, I guess. I think I haven't been on vacation for about a year, and this is like, oh, now I got 2 weeks and I can do whatever I want with them. I can spend them however I like, and I'm like, I want to color. I think that's all of them, of these types of shells. But yeah, I was supposed to have vacation last summer. But no, I had to, then it turned out that I had to do this scientific report, and I was like, oh, and I had to write about, I think I wrote about 20 pages during 2 months, and that was so, there was like, we're supposed to have my summer vacation by now, but then I was sitting inside writing, and oh my god, it was so tiring. And then after that, I started school again, and yeah, and now my semester is over, and I finally have some days off, which is nice. So I've been coloring a lot. I've been working in mythomorphia, and yeah, that's where I play. That's the book where I played around with my newly bought polychromos. Oh, I just can't stop touching them. When I walk by the case, I just have to open the lid and just pet them, and sometimes I have to smell them, and my boyfriend thinks I'm like this polychromos addict or something. And yeah, I'm in love. Let me just tell you, I'm in love.